What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're gonna go on an adventure and get back on that Gruul train. I guess we'll get on the Gruul train to go on an adventure. There's some story analogy there that works for playing adventure in Gruul. And I want to remind everybody, don't forget, we have the card spotlight. We have links down below for the deck list and different things. So I know some of you probably don't get that message at the end. There's a lot of stuff going on that we try to give you all the information you can about all types of things. So be sure to check that stuff out. Anyway, if you haven't, please remember to like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because you know that helps me and it helps you. But let's go take a look at this Gruul adventure list, because we know Gruul's still good. Let's just see if this version has any legs. Edgewall Innkeeper, we know this card's good, right? Like, nothing's different. The only downside is we're not playing a ton of adventures, really. We're just playing the Bonecrusher Giant, Lovestruck Beast, and it's kind of what we're down to main deck now. So that is a real thing. Playing Scorching Dragonfire as one of our removals of choice. Brushfire Elemental, which I could be talked into this version because we're going so heavy on the upper end for mana that we could actually turn this into some type of mana creature. I wouldn't be too upset about that. And we may end up settling on that, after we play it a little bit. Bonecrusher Giant, obviously just good card. Kazandu Mammoth, just a good card, right? And it's going to be some land spots for us since we're having so much expensive stuff in here. Lovestruck Beast, like we mentioned, it's the other adventure card we're playing. 2 Questing Beasts. I mostly just want a couple more things with haste, which is why these are hanging out in my list currently. Toski, we're just trying Toski out. It's just one of those things that if we're coming up against control decks or something, maybe it nets us a few cards. Who knows? It's literally just in there. We're going to try it. Goldspan Dragon's been ridiculously good. Arguably, this might be one of just the best cards in the set. Truthfully, at this point, I don't think too many people would argue that. Playing 2 Embercleaves just as finishers, a couple of Vorinclexes, and of course, Great Hinge, because the card is just ridiculously good. Lands, Shatterskull Smashing, Mountains, Forests, full set of Pathways, full set of Fable Passage. And of course, we still have the Kazandu Mammoth helping us out with mana as well. So really, if you played the old version of Gruul Adventures, there's nothing new here really that's surprising. I mean, as far as new cards, we're playing 4 Goldspan Dragon, 2 Vorinclex, and 1 Toski, I think is the only thing new in here. So you're talking, 7 new cards? So, reasonable. Also arguable that we could switch like a Great Hinge for Vorinclex or whatever, or maybe even cut a Goldspan Dragon for Vorinclex. Because it's pretty good. I mean, Vorinclex has proven its worth. Probably one of the other top cards in the set so far as early performers. But yeah, we're going to take this in and see what we can do with it. But yeah, as it was, that one was not good. That was a pretty bad one. But you live and learn. Like I said, that's why we do these experiments. Because sometimes that's the only way to find out. I take the hit and the pain so you don't have to. It's basically what it amounts to. Alright, so this is a pretty good start. Because we could play a second Brushfire Elemental. We could... That would be understandable if you did. Now, if you try to shoot it now, yeah, now I'm just gonna do this. Gonna put that on green, I suppose. Alright, here comes a big pile of damage. Man, we have a Toski, and Toski may not even matter here. Well, that's not true. We could still do the Questing Beast turn, then Toski after that. That's still fine. Alright, there's Bonecrusher. Well, that doesn't suck either. But we're going to go ahead and put this on red. And we're going to get in here with these duders. I mean, just constant damage. It's just coming. Though, I guess it's arguable I could have played Toski here. Because if the opponent would have opted to block the Questing Beast, they could have had a small, deal 1 damage to things stuff. And we would have still got 3 damage in anyway. And then we could have just attacked with Toski, Questing Beast, and the remaining Elemental the following turn. You know, maybe this is a thing and Cinderclasm is great, right? Or maybe it's you're trying to get rid of the Death Touch list and they're playing a bunch of toughness. Then we'll go to a world where we can play Cinderclasm and it's awesome. But right now, I'm not a Cinderclasm kind of guy. But Cinderclasm could have given our opponent a chance last game. So, you know, gotta be careful about that stuff. Alright, opponent, what are we doing? Alright, 2 mana for Scavenging Ooze. Not the way I expected this to go, but if we can get another land, we're in business. Alright, come on, we need another land. Alright, Scoot Swarm. That is not another land. Now we are in trouble. Boy. Come on. A land would be great, because we'd have 3, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that'd be Xaxes that they can't block if they don't play something with power bigger than 2 here. Alright, so you get your Scoot Swarms. Great. Any land. They're not even going to come into play untapped deck. I mean, come into play tapped. They will be untapped. Come on, deck. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, no. No. Oh, that sucks. That hurts. Oh, boy. Okay, well. We'll do what we can do. I mean, that's all we can handle. Wish this was a dual land. We could have tried to do a little bit more. Leave our elementals alone, opponent. Alright, if all you're doing is making Scoot Swarms, we're fine with that. Like, we are okay with that. Make all the Scoot Swarms you want. Not even mad about it. Especially since you're not wanting to attack with them for whatever reason. Alright, come on, deck. Oh, why? Why? Oh, come on. At this point, even just a land, like a mammoth to pump our elementals would still feel good. Like, anything. I'm just asking for any help, deck. Come on. Anything. Oh, now there's an Ugin. Okay, well. An opportunity to come on. Now we need a land for the Questing Beast, right? Alright. Still in this, actually. Still in this. Oh, like, okay, well, we just lose that one. GG's. Alright, we'll keep this. We can at least go get a forest, play this, turn 2, play the elemental, and we'll see what happens. And it's funny, too, because I'm not one to generally be salty, but that's one where you just go, like, had so many opportunities, so many live cards, didn't get a one. Like, 3/4 of the deck probably could have won for us, and just didn't do it. Actually, that's exaggerating. Probably like half the deck. Alright, we'll pay 3, get in there. This was part of our plan. Oh, you're going to bounce our Brushfire Elemental? Nope, you're just going to play a Zulaport Duelist. Okay, that's a magic card. Okay, now here's another interesting thing in my experience. When you see Zulaport Duelists, they usually have Zerasan. Even though a lot of the traditional builds don't have Zerasan. Yeah, I think so, Paul. Sticks in your craw is a good phrase for that last game. Like, and the funny thing is, I don't know, ultimately, if the reason the Zerasan Zulaport riding together, so to speak, is a thing if it's because of the mentality of the player that likes those two cards, even though they don't fit the, like, standard narrative of what the good builds are, or what? Like, it's a really interesting thing to think about. Alright, we want to Brazen Borrow that. Like, okay, sure. Like, weird flex, but I don't... These are weirdly defensive plays, but you know what? It might buy them enough time, truthfully. Who knows? Okay, so we pump this duder. Unless you want to do something to it, opponent. We're going to attack. We're going to kill it. Nope, another Brazen Borrower. Okay, sure. Weird, but alright. Not sure what the rest of their hand... Maybe this is not the deck I think it is. Or maybe it absolutely is. I have no idea. Like I said, opponents at this stage of the format are just playing all kinds of things, so I'm not writing anything off. All of it's possible. Okay, what do we do here? I guess we play this, see if they want to counter it. Alright, so they drown in the lock that. Okay. Attack with the Lovestruck Beast. Not really sure what's up here. I mean, I guess I could have just attacked with the 1/1 since I knew I was going to make another token and have an option for another one. Okay, well, we're going to have an option for all the tokens, apparently. Not going to really attempt the Embercleave yet. I don't think that's where we're at, so let's get in with this. Am I willing to get in with the 1/1s? I don't think I am just yet. Because there's a chance they still play, like, Soaring Thought Thief or something here, and then pick off both of them. Then I get into a weird situation of having to manage this action. I'm going to assume, though, this one gets countered. And then maybe we can start trying to pave the way for the Embercleave. Though this is probably going to be like, what's that, Voracious Shark or something? I got hit with that like twice in the last couple days. Which is kind of awesome, really, that people are down to playing that card. Slither Wisp. Alright, so here's what we're doing. Now it comes to light what we're doing here. I knew there was something more. I couldn't be sold on this was just normal activity. Yeah, let's do it. We just want to get my beast, you get my beast. I could have went with the Embercleave there, expecting it to get countered, knowing we have a backup one, but gonna try to expend some of the opponent's cards here a little bit more. Alright, so now we've seen, what, 3 drown on the lock? Or is that just 2 of them? Yeah, okay, that's 3. So now I feel like things are opening up a little bit here. They are gonna get another card, though. There's a Thought Thief. Alright. So now we're going to be in a situation where we'd like to draw a land, so we can at least, like, attempt an Embercleave and then play a Lovestruck Beast, and then maybe attempt another Embercleave the following turn. Alright, that helps. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, we'll attempt one of them. I mean, if you just drew a counter, you drew a counter. I mean, like, not a lot I'm gonna do about it. Okay, well, you have his Omen of the Sea. That's ball game. Yep. Oh, they topped? What does that result in? Oh, well, that's just an Enforcer. That doesn't do anything. That's just playing cards to make yourself feel good. Yep. Okay. Weird sequence, but we gotta win. It's aggressively medium, if I were to describe it. That's probably... Oh, this hand sucks. Gotta mulligan this. Alright, what do we keep? Probably not Shatter Skull Smashing. Probably not Brushfire Elemental, sadly. Alright. But yeah, if I were to describe it, I would just say aggressively medium is kind of the way it felt. Like, it was okay, it was passable, but it really wasn't doing a whole lot of anything. And it was kind of disappointing. Put this in tapped. But we did play a version with food and treasure, which was pretty good. We played just a traditional aggro, which just, you know, try to play your early mana into big creatures, and that was pretty good. And then now we're playing a Gruul Adventures build, which so far has turned out to be pretty solid. No surprise, though. I mean, we knew Gruul Adventures was good. It's just kind of doing things you would expect it to do and trucking along. Though, if this ends up with a Skyclave on it next turn, this is gonna hurt a lot. Oh, this is not gonna feel good. And I don't think we have a good answer with this end. This might do us in. Literally just Hollow Blade and Maul the Skyclave just gets us. Okay, it wasn't that. Whoa. Forgot about that card. That's a magic card. You're building Infect on Arena. Well, I don't really look at it as Infect. I look at it as a Death Touch deck, and it happens to have poison. But call it what you will. Whew. Whenever aura you control becomes attached to a creature, you get a 1/1 human. Okay, I'm just going to do this. Just to not risk the Innkeeper. I know I'm only going to end up with one extra card out of this, but like, I don't know. Felt kind of bad. Because I don't know at all what the opponent's doing. Obviously some aura-based something or other. Probably. Obviously they're going to fight something with their Warbriar. Probably even play All That Glitters. Whatever, I could see that being a thing. But yeah, if you check out my YouTube channel, I played the Death Touch list yesterday. Yeah, I think that was yesterday's video. So it's just youtube.com/PowrDragn. PowrDragn, if you want to check that out. Alright, and that comes in tapped. Glasspool Mimic. Man, I will say this. Credit to people playing the standard ladder right now. We are seeing all kinds of decks. Like, all kinds of things people are playing. Like, lots of random cards. People are going deep in the well. You know, we're seeing a lot of stuff. It fights. I assume you're going to discard a card. Yeah, give yourself indestructible. Makes sense. Don't hate it. Alright. So this is a little weird. Like, the opponent's done a lot, but doesn't really feel like they've done anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a weird situation. You feel like they've done everything and nothing at the same time. And then play... We'll just straight up play a 5/5 and get a card. Alright, that's nice, because now we can possibly force a situation where we can kill some things and make life a little difficult on the opponent. Yorion. Okay. Well, I guess our Edgewall Innkeeper's dead, sadly. We tried our best. Man, Yorion is a really just randomly good magic card. Alright, is that Wolfwell Haven in their hand? I'm just trying to figure out, like, the order of operations here of what I need to kill. I mean, Yorion's annoying. The Hollow Blade's going to be the real issue over time. Man, I should just kill Yorion here, is what I should do. But I'm not, and I'm going to hate myself later. Alright. Let's do it, opponent. Hopefully this Hollow Blade doesn't get too ridiculous on us. Alright, that's good news. Because we can manufacture enough ways to deal with a Yorion. We can't necessarily manufacture enough to deal with a quality Hollow Blade. Alright, well, starting with this, we're going to draw a card. Get a counter. Okay, good stuff. Alright, let's go ahead, kill that Hollow Blade. Let's start there. So now, even if the opponent gets some weird trickery to deal with Yorion, I was going to say, they don't have a lot left now. Okay. Alright, this is like the most normal draw we've had so far. Though I have yet to have one. That's not true. I think we've had one draw where we had like Lovestruck Beast or Innkeepers and opening hand together or whatever. But I think here we're just going to play Mammoth. Lucas Romano, thanks for liking the stream. Welcome, welcome. Also, looks like a lot of people are coming and going. If you're new to the stream, I am PowrDragn. I'm on here 5 days a week during the weeks, Monday to Fridays. Doing the morning streams, Pacific time. Today we're playing 4 different Gruul decks. This is our 4th of 4 today. Zach Steen, also thank you for that follow. Fantastic. Well, there you go. Hit another Tibalt Trickery. You got what you deserve, opponent. Not even mad about it. Ooh, what do we do with this? This is intriguing, to say the least. Because I kind of want to... Like, do we turn 1 Innkeeper, turn 2 tapped Mammoth? Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And then there's like a weird situation where maybe the following turn we could get a Great Hinge. Like, not super likely, but it's a path to victory. Well, this makes life a little bit easier. Alright. I mean, if this is the white life gain deck, though, like, this is gonna hurt. Like, that deck is a legit aggressive deck. Yep, Selfless Savior doesn't make life any better. I am blocking here. Partly because, though I know it's going to let them keep their creature, it does get another devotion off the table in the event of something like Heliod showing up. Alright, so it's gonna be some life loss here. They're gonna gain some life. We're not gonna enjoy this. It's gonna hurt a lot. If they have a Heliod here. Whoa, wait, they went right past their attack step? Okay, they did. Oops. Alright. I was like, wait, what's happening? That was about to be really weird for me. Because I was just thinking, like, okay, if they're going past their attack step and not attacking, like, something's up. Like, I don't know what's happening, but it's bad, whatever it is. Okay, so if the Mammoth lives, we can get Great Hinge. Well, it's not going to live, so we're not going to get Great Hinge. I'm just going to go to 23. Alright. We're going to go ahead and play Toski. I mean, if they just have Apparition, then it's probably just game over. Like, they're going to get to a point where they can just start making angels, and then we're dead, I think. Drawing the 2 Great Hinges is not doing us any favors here, either. The dumbest thing we can hope for, almost, is draw land, play it. Or actually, well, that doesn't help. Never mind. I was going to say, draw that, play Brush Fire Elemental, try to get in for enough that we could really ding the opponent's life total. But here, we're just going to do what we can. Ding the life total. Keep him down as much as we can. In the turn. I'm not killing the speaker yet, because they can still just sacrifice the Owl Seed. We could target the Owl Seed, but if we're going to do that, Bozzer Cat. That's fine. Like, not great, but fine.
We are a team.
Ooh, okay. We do get a chance to kill the speaker. Was not expecting that. We kind of got a hand-me-down there. That was nice. Alright, so that takes away a little bit of pressure. Not a lot, but a little bit. Now let's draw a land deck. No, that's wrong. We needed to draw a land. So we could have possibly killed off this Bozzer Kit. That's what we wanted to do. Alright.
No peace for the unworthy.
Oh, there's a Heliod. Dang it. Yeah, now we're in trouble. Yep. Now this is gonna hurt. Man, missing a land there was so big. So big. Missing a land really switched this game, actually. And this is already a tough match to begin with. So yeah, now I'm not even sure what we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can... Oh, boy. We can kill the All Seed, or at least make them sack it. We lose our Bone Crusher Giant, sadly. We can block some tokens. Force them to... Or block a Selfless Savior. Force them to use that. Keep the Heliod off the board. Man, we have to do some really sad roundabout plays here. Alright, that's fine. Means we at least get to replay our Bone Crusher Giants. We'll pass. Hopefully that's just a land. Doesn't look like it. Nope, we're dead. Alright, that's fine. Okay, what do we want to do here? I hope we just draw a land and make life a little easier. But there's a crab. Okay. I'll just kill the crab, I guess. Saves us cards, and it results in another point of damage, so I guess it's reasonable. Don't love it, but I get it. Here, we can set up a little action to where, like, we can play Brush Fire Elemental, play the Mammoth as a land to attack with a 3-power thing, then try to sneak through a Questing Beast next turn, potentially. So that's a thing. I don't mind having the Bone Crusher Giant. That actually helps too if the opponent tries to block a certain way next turn. That'd be kind of nice. Alright. Cool. Alright, we're at least making headway in the damage department. If they end up having to counter a Questing Beast, they're probably also not doing anything else this turn, which is good. Alright, cool. If you got it, you got it. Counter my Questing Beast. Bring the pain. Yep, we're into it. I mean, if this is their play, is just, you know, play defensive and just mill us with the crab, then I'm about it. Like, extinction events. Okay. Not what I expected to see, but sure. They're not going to block, right? They did. Oh my. Okay. Cool. Definitely didn't expect to block. Is this just straight up like Dimir Mill? Not actually rogues? Yeah, that's what it is. I was wondering, I was like, why is that the route you're going? Like, something's up. Like, with the extinction event and, you know, mystical disputes, I was like, something felt weird. Okay, well, knowing the opponent's likely just going to have another extinction event. And these Scorching Dragonfires are going to be real bad. We're 31 cards. We're still in range of them being able to mill us, so we got to be a little careful. Tutelage, alright. Ooh, can we... No, we're not going to be able to kill the opponent from here. Actually, it's not true. If we get 9, 10, 11... Oh, Xaxes. Yep. I was just thinking if we can get an untapped land. Because we can play this. Attacking will generate treasure. We'll sack that treasure. For 2 red, we will kill a crab, and that should be exactly 11. Boom! Get them crabs out of here. Well, it turns out the deck, as expected, still has some legs. I don't know if this is necessarily the best version. I could see where maybe we could cut like a Vorinclex and something else, and we can find some room in there for a couple extra cards. But this feels like a good, solid, basic structure for the deck that if you're wanting to play it, go for it. If you have most of the parts from last season, fantastic. Just add in a couple of things. It's good to know that the deck you've built before is still playable, and all you gotta do is add in like 5 to 7 cards. It's actually all you could really ask for, really, if you're on a budget. So it's weird that I wouldn't call this a budget build, but it's definitely a reasonable to your budget upgrade, I guess. But anyway, yeah, go slap some Gruul together and have some fun. And for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Tahngarth Talrim Hero, but not the card itself, but more about what it represents. I think a lot of people see alternate art cards and don't realize that the first time they did alternate art cards was way back in Plane Shift. And they did Tahngarth, I believe Urtai, and the Weatherlight all got alternate art cards that you could only get in foil, which was pretty interesting, and they were pretty rare at the time, and you still don't see that many of them around right now. So give yourself a little history lesson. Go check them out. They're actually pretty cool. It's a thing not many people know about that started playing in the last, I don't know, 10 years probably. But anyway, I think it's just some cool information to talk about just from a creative standpoint that we did have some alternate cards forever ago, and people just didn't know about them. And as usual, remember to please like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and remember that if you want this deck list, it's going to be down in the description below. And that's also where you can find links to my sponsors, to my Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, everything else if you want to come watch me streaming on another platform. Or if you're buying anything from TCGPlayer or Amazon, please use one of the links below, and even if you don't buy the item that's linked, I'll still get a small kickback and you'll help me out without having to spend any extra money you weren't already going to spend. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.